Okay, let's see. How's this going? How's everything sounding now? Can you hear me? Alright. Okay, how's the music sound? Is it too loud still, or is it a decent volume? Alright, so as I was trying to say when my mic cut out, which is really weird because I checked all of the settings right before stream and everything was fine. I'm not using an audio filter. Weird. Yeah, you're right, Colony Exists. Like, I made sure all of the settings were right beforehand. I'm using a Corsair headset microphone. They're saying. Let's see. I don't think I messed with any settings. It's really close to my mouth. It's in. Let's see what I can mess with in settings. How about this? Is this sounding any better? Let's see. Okay. I kind of shut off, there were some audio enhancements that were on. I shut that off. I'm hoping that helped. It just sounds a little different. Okay. Not sure what I did. As usual, it always finds a way to kind of tank magically somehow. Oh, that's super weird, Sin. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can mess with. Maybe that shouldn't be doing that. Okay. This is super annoying. Welcome to the fucked up stream. Yeah, like we do learn through trial by fire. I happen to be on fire most of the time. Okay. That's not it. Digging through some of the settings here. To see what the hell happened. Enjoying the nip nip. Yeah, I get that. Okay. Yeah, excellence is seldom simple. And this is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell happened. Checking. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea. Is it like super annoying? Or does it just sound weird? Okay. Let's see. Does this change anything? I hear you. Yeah. Okay. Um, I honestly have no idea what the hell happened. This is so frustrating. And I really don't want to kill it and try to start over. Because that's probably going to be worse. Okay. Damn it. Alright. How about we how about we just soldier on, I guess? Because I have no idea. I feel like I saw more uh, audio choices earlier. And let's try this. I'm cutting out the Streamlabs music for a minute to see, just to cut back on what other things are going on. And let's. Okay, now Streamlabs is being weird. Go figure, huh? Properties. Oh, there we go. That's the screen I've been looking for.
Hello? Can you hear me? Is it working now? Is that better? Okay. I found the other setting, and then when I found the other setting, it killed the mic altogether, so I had to turn off my headset and then kick it back on. Okay, now we're cooking finally. This is ridiculous. Okay. All right. Perfect. Yes, Dead Parrot, welcome. Thanks for joining in. This is the campground planet for No Man's High. So, as I was trying to say earlier, before we had 15 minutes of chasing down problems time, is that I wanted to check out some of my older bases and show off the things that most people miss when they check it out. A lot of people have seen these on streams and whatnot, uh, but there's always stuff that they miss because they're usually going through really fast. Hit 15 minutes of excellent problem-solving session. It was a team-building moment. Indeed it was, and I appreciate yours and Sen's help there. Culinary Zest. I appreciate it greatly. So, alright, where'd he go? Sandworm! Alright, so we are here at the No Man's High Hub campground planet. And that is Cosmic Cotton Candy Campground is the name of the planet. And the name of the system, drawing a blank right now. There it is. Erdink Roach. A lot of our planets, a lot of our systems end up reverting back to the procedurally generated name, or sometimes they just accidentally get saved that way. So we didn't get a chance to save that. So my campground is called, what the hell is it called again? Campy Camper Camp. There are 14 other bases here. So let's start off at the first base. And one thing I'll do right away is this, get rid of me. I'll also take you around this way. So this is the first one that I built. And it's kind of modeled after a couple of other people had done similar ones on this planet as well. I tried to change it up a bit to make it a little different. We can indeed make it all through together, Sin. Cannot casually use the words pro and sin in the same sentence. I do not think that attribution is correct in applying. Yep, culinary zest. We got the RV going here, and I wanted to change my take on it a bit. I gotta say, these wheels were a pain in the ass when I first started working with them, but it took me a little bit, but I figured it out. Um, got the little ladder going up to the top. Got this sort of upper deck with the glass windows or the glass ceiling. And then we've got the pop out off the side. And then one of my favorite parts of this one is this bubble as the cockpit for it. Oh, the frame rate's working out. Stick around a little bit. It'll get jiggly. Alright. So yeah, I had to resize this bubble. It's not the normal size, obviously, but it's also not the max size. I had to fiddle with it to get it just right. Took me a while, but I love how it turned out. And then I put the bubble pipes up here to sort of frame it out and make it look a little beefier. Make it more sort of structurally to make it look more structurally sound. Got the big headlights. And I also used a bunch of decals to cover over the orange of that light. I just used red colored decals. I wish we could change the outer frame of that. Unfortunately, we just can't. But covering it up with decals is one thing. You can see, like right there, when you look at it a certain way, you can see part of the decal stick out, and it'll kind of pop back. But if you're just casually looking around, you don't really catch it. Your eye doesn't catch that this is different than, you can see a little bit of orange poking out. It's different than what that part should normally look like. So there's a lot of subtle things that people don't see, like this whole under frame area and the fact that you can see the road, as it were, through the bubble. So we've got those kinds of things going for it. I need to update the stickers a little bit. It's been a while since I've been here. So I've also got this little hot tub. I have to be really careful. Hopefully I don't make everyone dizzy. Tilting the camera back while you're getting into it helps to keep it from doing that sputter thing that makes people want to puke. But here's a fun way to do it. Someone, I forget who it was, recently did couches in the hot tub, and it was magnificent. I applaud your attention to detail, patience, and perseverance in a build like this, Dashboard Devil. Well done. Amazing. Thanks, Sin. I appreciate that. It was quite the adventure to build. Alright, so now we will go inside. It's a little easier to go in with the camera. It's a lot easier to look around, check things out. We got some blobby statues up there. A couple of lockers. Little dining area in the pop out. And it really opens up the inside of this area. And it really doesn't feel so much like a cramped cavern, you know, a cramped camper, as it were. Made the little bunk beds. This was a pain to do. to get that to line up, and then get the stairs going in there just right. It was quite the wild time doing all that. You can see the regular pipes on the inside here, giving a little detail. And then the cockpit. And I've talked about these a ton of times before, these merged panels. And you just drop down, you can see the little wire. I just laid down a wire on top of those light boxes. And then you just glitch each one of the panels, or you can just do 2 panels and get some really nice layered effect, and it darkens up the main part of the panel. It looks really nice. Hey Krusty, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Glad you could make it. And so, like, I've got the sodium lamp, and I've got the little globe, expanding globe thingy, and then the center console. And then I put in the concrete archway, but not the whole archway. I did the 2 half archways. And this part right here is normally white, but I did a little color glitch to make it all red. And then I did the 2 half ones so that it didn't have the bar going across the center, that your avatar's head just kind of melds right through when you sit down, when you go into the cockpit. So again, these are just some of the details that people don't catch. I put a huge amount of thought into a lot of my builds to specifically make it so where people don't even catch a lot of those details. I do it even though I know that they're not going to catch those details. So I like to go through on my own and show people myself what I did to get the effects that they're seeing. This right here is my attempt at sort of a laser knife, but the bite beat cable does this really weird thing. Although the cables have changed a little bit, so I might try to redo this. I swear this was a little more lined up before, and it's just not how I originally intended it to look. So I might have to play with that another time. And then right here, we've got a fire barrel merged underneath the cabinet. And you can see I've got 2 red panels shrunken down to give that sort of separate stovetop feel, and of course with the little exhaust fans right here. And so when you go in, you've got this kind of effect. Although the fire is kind of intense. I don't remember it being as intense. I might need to come back and adjust that too, because it looks like it's about to burn down the entire vehicle. So another favorite part is I put this right here to give people privacy when they go in the bathroom. And so another favorite part of this build is the 3 seashells from Demolition Man. If you know, you know. This was a lot of fun to put together. I actually went back and checked out screenshots of the movie to try to get it just right. And yeah, that's just one of those panels shrunken down way small. And the three seashells, those are the blob statues. That's just the top of the blob statue sticking through the panel. Oh shit, where were the three seashells in Cyberpunk? Sin, I've been playing Cyberpunk lately and I don't remember seeing the three seashells. That's freaking hilarious. But yeah, so I just slapped some posters in this box shape and it worked out really nicely. For a while I had a chair in here so you could actually sit down, but it was merging really weird and I didn't like it. I think I still have a seat in one of the other RVs. Oh, all of the apartments? Oh, I don't usually pay attention to the bathroom. I'll have to go look. I love it. I love it. That's one of my favorite bits in any movie ever. Oh gosh. Okay, so now we'll go back to the back bedroom. Got the extra wide California king bed. And then we've got a little wall panel up there for some TV. All the storage you could ever need in your RV. Even got a little plant in the corner. Bedside tables with lamps. Got the overhead light. And I put up a couple of the blooms, the candelabra blooms up there just to give it extra brightness. All right. So we'll go on to the next one. And so at the time I was kind of frustrated with the tires. So I decided to make this one hover. And so with the other one, I also made it hover. Hey, Delta One, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Glad you could pop in. So yeah, so this RV, go into camera mode again and check this out. So we've got all of these sort of hover devices that are keeping it afloat, keeping it up off the ground. I wanted to try something a little different, and so I made these little sort of docking buffers to kind of give it that it's like docked and being held in place kind of vibe. And you can see I just did some supply pipe to give it a little bit of frame, and it kind of leans in and bumps up against the outside of the RV. Yeah, I popped in for the Apex stream today for just a little bit. I only had time for a pop in. That was a lot of fun. All right, so one of the other things that people miss about this is that we've got this sort of face going on here. And we've got little eyes. And it's sort of like a fish almost with the fins. There, you can see the fins better from up here. It's got a dorsal fin, and we've got these other fins in the back and the front. And we've got those lights again, the work light. And then this is a shrunken down ramp that's been colored purple. Angler cab is ready for action. Oh, that would be fun. I could come back and put like a little angler uh, dangle thingy on the front. That would be that would be great. Oh damn! I bet your blood pressure's through the roof, Delta. Like Apex is there is no chill in that game. That game has no chill. All right, I will definitely come back and make an angler dangle for this, and maybe some teeth up here. That would be fun. Hell yeah, I love it. All right, so each RV has like deck space. We've got a hot tub over here and some seating. I've got these 3 tables sort of merged together to sort of just give it a different vibe than what it had before. Make fake advertising for it. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely those abyssal horrors, Dead Parrot. Alright, so we've got that deck, and then we've got this whole deck over here. This has like some covered seating. Again, what people usually miss here is that this is sunken down one short wall's height to make it really low, so you don't need high chairs in order to sit at like the bar. And again, I've got lamps and some little the curly corals. And we've got a bigger curly coral on top. All right, now let's check in. And so another thing is like all of the decking is color glitched to be different than what you could normally get. And I love it because like this color usually has a white accent, and I just never like the white accent on the red or the tan. So color glitching, you get this beautiful effect. And again, it just smooths out the whole thing, and people zoom right past it. They know it looks cool, but they miss it completely. And so we've got this little unfolding staircase that comes out. And then we'll come in. And again, we've got the seating as soon as you come in. But this one doesn't have the pop out like the other one does. But it still has a nice seating area. A little, again, smaller kitchen than the other one. It's a little more compact space, but I got this shelf and I got a little hydroponic greens available to eat. You got the range, cooking range, some storage cabinets, the refrigerator, sink, stove. And I started making this little tagine here. It's a little bit, not exactly the way a normal tagine would be, but I still like it. I think it's pretty cool. Yes, Sin, hydroponic greens, only the finest. Oh yeah, stubby legs and all. Stubby legs and all will fit at that table outside. And then we've got some water storage. Little bubbler there. And again, we've got the merged panels. And all right, we'll go back here. This bathroom is a little more plain, but we've got a little raised deck. We've got a drain because there's a shower head right there. So you can take a shower. And this is the one that still has the chair in it. I got this one to merge okay. Did not put the seashells in here though. But I do have this fun little sink kind of merged in there. Wet baths in RVs, a feature I avoid. Yeah, like in real RVs, it's just not as practical. It's better to just go to a camping facility that has that kind of facility going. We've got a double bed in this one, bedside tables, another panel screen, got the decal on the storage compartment, and overall this one feels a little bit smaller but still decently spacious. Alright, so next we'll come over to this one. Just hop into camera mode so we can shed a little light on it. And so again, I've got the color glitched. Instead of the bright orange, it has this sort of metallic bronze, dark coppery bronze look to it. Yeah, this was also, I think this one's my favorite as well, Dead Parrot. Yeah, yeah, you only avoid them because you don't have wave field generators to keep them magnetically sealed. Yeah, and magically clean. For real. Yeah, so we've got this color glitched stone wall to go with the concrete floor panels and steps. Oh wait, those are actually the old school metal stairs, but again, color glitched. And so here we've got this sort of, again, we've got the grav lift, and we've got the decking that it bumps up against to and kind of connects to when it arrives. Also has a bit of a steampunk vibe with all of the burning and smoke coming off the top. These barrels were a nightmare to get countersunk into those parts. That was really, really rough. Oh, that's fair, Dead Parrot. Yeah, the showering where someone just peed. Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, if there's a force field to keep the toilet area sealed off from the shower area and self-drying and cleaning after each use, yeah, I'd be all for it too. I agree. Better living through technology. All right, so we've got all of this. We've got this sort of propulsion, levitation, steampunky vibe. But then here's what everyone misses here is that this is a fox. We've got the pointy ears, we've got the eyes, and the big open wide mouth that is the cockpit for that RV. And again, this one also does not have the pop out, but I did and really enjoy using these parts. And again, color glitching to get that orange and the blue. And it gives this RV a lot more dimension and heft to it. It's also a bit taller than the other two. Got some tail lights going, just use some regular pill lights there. Firefox indeed. If Mozilla becomes a galactic corporation, time will tell, Sin. Time will tell. Alright, let's go in a little bit. We've got the little doorway happening. I like how this turned out. This one is a little bit different in that we've got these, as soon as you walk in, we've got the posters that are basically like one-way glass. So you can see out through the glass sliding door, but you can't see in. Give it a little privacy with the double bed. You've got the pipes running all through here. And it's also, on top of that, it's sort of, it's Fox, but it's also kind of a nautical theme. It almost has that sort of, it can also go on water vibe to it. And we've got the pirate decal, expedition decal. And here we've got another poster that you just walk right through. Little secret door. And we've got this bathroom. And then another shower happening, some storage over here. Watertight, I assure you. Got the sink going and the little bubble pipe with the curly coral on top. And then storage. And we've got the black kitchen. Let's move over here real quick. Hop into camera mode so it's a little easier. You can really see how all this fits together. A whole lot easier when we hop into camera mode. We got another table. Oh, we've got little salt and pepper shakers. Got the bong going. Little coffin sweets. Yep. Oh yeah, so the napkins rolled up. I got that from Astral. They came up with that one. They also came up with the little weed pipe that I think I had in one of the other ones. I can't remember if I put it in the RVs, but I do have it in several other bases. Reminds me of a Victorian train cars in their elegant. Yeah. Definitely has that vibe. Got the pantry, refrigerator kind of area. Got the massive water containment. And we've got the cockpit. There's the wooden archway. It also fits that train, almost nautical ship kind of below deck ship vibe. Got the cooking range and the more storage, the cockpit. And I did something different with the merged. You've got two off to the right, two off to the left, and they are merged in the center again to give it more dimension and a different look altogether. Yeah, I do believe Captain Nemo would vibe with this for sure. Oh, thanks, Sin. I approach lighting very carefully in pretty much all of my builds. I it's another one of those things that lends to the overall vibe. So you've got this low level aqua color going through, and then you've got this higher level orange amber soft light. And every bit of this was intentional. I went through and played with the colors, and there's a few hidden lights casting color. Like, so all of this aqua is coming from the watertight doors underneath that are giving us the levitating look. Nautilus approved. And here's another thing that people miss all the time. They walk right past it in the stream. But there's this little entry table with the bubble pipes, the shrunken down bubble pipes, and this giant spark plug. And so we're not even done yet. One, we've got this fireplace with the seating. Not a huge bit there, but we've got this. Look at it. First, look at this scene. Like, just look at that scene. I sought out this place specifically for this exact vibe. You can sit in the hot tub and look around just to give the immersion into the whole planet side as you kick back. Oh, you thought this always looked like a Thanksgiving Day turkey. Well, you know, you're not really wrong. I did have that thought when I was making it, especially with the centerpiece right there. Um, I tried doing it without the centerpiece, and it looks okay. Uh, but I decided, what the hell, lean into it. Why not? And so we've got the short-range teleporter. And that takes us to the underwater recreation center for this campsite. And we've got this max-sized dome. Well, the largest that you can easily glitch with what tools we have, without doing the other supersized glitch. So we've got the great thing is that the moon pool still works with the max-sized biodome. So we've got the plants growing up through, and we've got nip nip, giant nip nip all the way around. There's some rock coming through, and I placed the barnacles around. There's some regular size nip nip for good measure. And we've got the ladders. Most people, this is what they miss. They miss seeing the ladders and this upper deck that has this cool sort of Middle Eastern seating where you just sit down and vibe with your pipe. And you can actually walk through to the other side because none of that has a hitbox. And then this has a little bit more traditional seating around the round table. Look at that cool texture. Love that texture. And so you can just walk right off, Got a changing room right here. Yep, this is the best hydroponic nip source. I tell you what, there, Sin. Thanks, Dead Parrot. I do try to make a good rockin' base whenever I can. More Middle Eastern style seating. We've got the concrete bags. I want to come back in and color glitch these. I put these down at a time when all of the color glitching stopped working. So I need to come back and fix that. Got a little tray of nip there. And the quote-unquote teapots. So then we've got, let's go around this side. We've got this upper deck here. More seating all the way around, some giant shrooms. More seating, table, little tiny areas for 3 people to sit. And then we've got the little, let's get our bud tender in here. Little pods of whatever strain that we have, only the finest. Hydroponic. Not legally distinguishable water pipes. Yeah, I agree, Dead Parrot. The seafloor merging into the domes underwater is just fantastic. Yeah, for sure. And to that, let's go down. I did. Oh no, not up the stairs. We were already up there. So I did make this so you could just walk down. It's so quiet right here. And you can just walk around underneath it. I love this. And then when you get here, then you start swimming. A massive mollusk. This was kind of a pain to do all of this right here. I could not get all of this stuff to snap in properly. But I wanted to make this an obvious, hey, this is the channel that leads you out into the water if you want to go check out into the water. Which we'll go back out and do because there's something else that I put out here. And that is landing pads. Got 2 undersea landing pads. Got 1 ship here. Nothing there. Oh, I've got 3. I forgot I had 3. And here's the outside, the giant jellies. Just out there vibing. Go back out. Back up to the main part of the campground, and we will head on to, if I can get out of here. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Come on. Ah, stop it. Okay, there we go. Alright, we will go on to the next base. And we will go to, let's go to, we're going to go to Queen Arachnia, the glass spider. So there are several things that people tend to miss. But again, I get why, because it's kind of it's a lot to take in with your eye holes. There's so much to take in on this base. First off, it's built on a volcano. Got one landing pad here, and there's another landing pad right up there, right in the middle at the top there. You got this fun little horseshoe-shaped seating area with a little view hole going down to the inside. And if anyone is here who has not seen this build, here we go. And so for the back end of the spider, obviously this is in Australia. Obviously dead parrot. Obviously. So the back end of the spider, I used Drucifer's sphere glitch building technique. It took a while, to be honest with you, to get this to go just right. This was such an intensive build to put together. This is what it feels like to chew 5 gum. Yeah, pretty much. Thanks, Cresty. This was. I was gonna put a volcano site together, and I had it on this planet for a long time, but I just had no idea what I was going to build on it. And then I saw someone had built a spider, and I was like, holy shit, like, it sort of came together. I saw Drucifer's sphere idea, and I wanted to mess with it. I did a similar to what you see right here, sort of a precursor to this on another planet in Galaxy 2, and it sort of, I saw someone did a spider. I was building around a volcano and using that sphere technique, and then it kind of all came together in my head, and I knew exactly what I had to do, and it was this. So let's zoom in a little closer, and I'll show you. This is something some people miss, and that is these max-sized signal boosters down the inside. And then we've got the large pyramid. It's not max-sized, but I had to mess with it to get it just right. And we've got this articulated sort of joint structure. And then right here for the upper part of the leg, there's 2 sets of the glass cuboid rooms in order to give that part of the leg a beefier look. And again, like, this gets missed. Like, almost everyone misses that aspect of it. And then we've got, these are all hand-placed scoop buckets. Each one of those is hand-placed. And we've got little sodium lamps tucked in there to give it that look. And we've got the fire barrels as sort of the mouth where the mandibles like pull in and destroy. We've got a lower deck down here that we'll look at later. And then we've got this was just kind of fun. when we got the grass, I was in the middle of this build and I was like, oh dude, I have to use that to make the spider fuzzy. It didn't look as good without it. And I'm so glad we got the grass when we did. It was just perfection to add to this build. Alright. Now, okay, we're up at the front, so we will go around here. And I built these little decks with a little side door to come in and out. We've got a control center. I did manage to come in and put a few of these when we got the new parts. Just kind of add a little extra to the whole command center. Got all these readouts up here. I loved putting this right here together to give this sort of to give these screens a backdrop so you can so that they're more pronounced. You want to name it Stanley? Oh, that's cool, Dead Parrot. That's cool that a bunch of streamers have visited. I know of a few, and you've told me of some. Oh, I see you're lurking. Dogs need food and stuff. Oh yeah, dogs, they do that. Alright, so back here behind the command center, we've got another doorway out the front. All the way down at the base, there's 2 landing pads and a teleporter that puts you up here. And that's kind of a far, so right there where the little cursor is in the middle of the screen, there is a short-range teleporter relay. And again, Sin, all of this is very specifically color coordinated and arranged. We've got the race initiators given the extra sort of blue pulsing glow throughout the entire area. Got the watertight doors all along the edge. You can see how the glass cuboid room legs kind of come in and merge with the whole thing. I really wanted to do this part better to make that connection more seamless, but with what I was able to do at the time, I'm moderately satisfied with that. So we've got this giant cavern in here, super large sign with the ship and pilot sign. There's the back side of that area with the large holographic projector thingy. Can't remember the name of that part right now. Glitching separators, calcishrooms, the cubes, and check out the floor pattern with the old style concrete glass floors. Got some glitch stacks going here. Got the little circle lamp, curly coral, the chitinous cage. Those were fun to put together. And again, once again, when you look here, look at the stack of that flower decoration. As you go down the stairs, you keep looking forward, the color shifts. I spent like 10-15 minutes at least changing out the colors to make it have that effect as you went up and down the stairs. And this is one that every single person misses that comes to visit. And you've got this way, it's red. You come back down, it's that really dark teal with little purple accents as you come down. Then we've got the little spiky ball. Got us a save point here. Has a fun little effect when you engage it. Some more glitch stacks, like little monitoring panels. But we've got 4. Let's go into camera mode. It's a little easier to see if we duck around this corner. We've got 4 of the buckets merged into a square, sort of, I guess you could call it. And you can see the wagon wheel, I guess. Is that what that piece is? What the hell is that piece? The cartwheel, yeah. So we've got the cartwheel underneath, and it's again a subtle, just a subtle bit on there that you don't really catch, but it anchors those into that spot. We also have 4 of the crystal in the center. I could have done just 1, but having 4 glitched the same way that those 4 buckets are glitched, it fits that square in the center almost perfectly. Very subtle. You don't even notice it. But those are the kinds of details I like to put in. The vast majority of people will never notice it unless I point it out. Here we've got a battery, and the 2 batteries sort of glitched together crosswise. I love the effect that this has. Merged panels. Got the little light popping up there. Shrunken down holographic room projector, 1 on each side of the glass. And we've got this little front room here. Oh, and check this out. Check this view out. You just totally vibe in this space. There's so many different views that you can check out. You can go into camera mode. Oops. And each area has another symmetrical yet not exactly symmetrical vibe. And there's so many places that have this going on. Go forward a little bit and drop down. There's that color change. And then you've got this circle leads to that circle. And then you got the spiky ball, and so you've got this sort of stacking of spheres, starting in the middle and then going out and larger as you go out. All of that was crafted to look exactly like this. We've got a bunch of sort of spun around concrete parts that don't normally go in those directions, but flipping around gives a whole new structural solidity to this area. Got these little stone steps that come up, and this partial circle as it twists around this deck right here. And this is sort of a seating area. You just chill. There's lots of fun glitch stacks. Just light cubes stacked on top of each other. And just glitch items to those points. More setting tables. And here we go. Here's some little nip pipes, as they were. Got some rolling papers too, if that's your thing. And this is again a chill vibe spot. More glitch stacks that are different from the other side. I don't often use the rattle spine, but sometimes it's just the perfect thing. Alright, then we'll go downstairs to the basement. This, I love how this turned out. Very three-dimensional. There's so much going on here. We've got anemones, the chitinous cages, the hex plate bushes. Got some stacked. Was that the mushroom? What is that? Saucer fungus. We've got those kind of stacked on some of the hex plate bush panels. And then we've got, of course, the base terminus right in the center. Took a long time to get it just right. And another thing people miss is that behind these galactic trade terminals are little offices. We've got the science station right here. We've got a chair, the monitor. We've got our little science dude. We've got those glitch stacks that are really nice. The globes with the aquatic crystals. And then the other side has another office with just the regular desk. Got these electromagnetic generators to just this is part of the lighting effect in this area. Are those there's one on the other side as well. We've got that purple panel. Construction terminal. Got the construction dude. And then over here we've got all of the Utopia stations. Ship, the build station, the exosuit station, and the multi-tool modification station. Got the save beacon. We've got the posters and decals merged on the bottom of these concrete, small concrete floor tiles. A little work desk right here. And then check out this countertop. This is a standard countertop. But check out the coloration. When you get really close, it disappears. Zoom back out and you've got it again. And what I did there is done with decals. And I'll show you really quick how I do that. So we let's take this Utopia Expedition decal, and we'll copy it. And when we copy it, let's see where can we put this that it's a little more obvious. Let's put it. Oh, it's not showing up very well there. What about on the floor? Oh wait, I got the wrong. That one does not do it. Okay. Utopia Expedition decal. Oh wait, that one doesn't do it either. I'm trying to remember which decal it is. Again, more of the new signs. Let's see if I think this one might do it. Let's see if the Red Strider decal does it. Not all of. There we go. So you can see what some of the decals do. And you can just size that up. And it takes a minute. You can't rotate it very well because all it does is just shift the stripes around. What you have to do is look directly flat at that decal. Line it up just right. Copy it. Move it over. Oh, got the wrong one again. Red Strider decal. Okay. So it's a little bit more straight. You just have to play with it, mess around until you get it right. But you can come over here. It won't do it on the bottom of those for some reason, but it will on the top. So you can make it larger and wash that whole area with stripes. It's a fun addition to give more, just something different than what you're used to seeing in the game. Over here we've got the bed, and this is the trough. Just flipped upside down. And right back here we've got a short-range teleporter that's giving us this sort of teal glow. Now this base I could color glitch the concrete bags to make look like pillows. Then we've got the little gate. There's two of them kind of shrunken down and merged together. And we got the large one behind that as the headboard. This was fun. The little stool and the fungus as a table lamp. And so the bottom of the troughs just look like that naturally. They have that iridescent glow. I did color glitch them to get that color, and you can color glitch them to be in other colors. All right, back over to the kitchen. Just a tiny little kitchenette. We've got a water. We got the little sink with a faucet. A little cooking area, range, and cooktop. And then we've got that nutrient processor back there for the rest of your food needs. And the table. This is just fun to look at with the barnacle. Thanks, Krusty. I forget, I can't remember if someone showed me the underside of the trough or I came up with it. I honestly don't remember. But I love how it looks. I've also put the red tapestry on top of that, on top of the troughs, and it looks amazing. That's at one of my other bases. So we've got the curly coral with the rattle spine. I love the motion and the movement of this whole area right here. And we've got, what is that part? No, not there. The cyclonic lathe. Made that really large and merged that all in. So there's 2 of them in a row on either side. And then we've got this little area that I showed you a minute ago, like sort of storage, almost like a break room kind of thing going on. And this was fun, just using that rock, shrunken down aquarium, and then another rock on top of it. Super easy to do. Has a great effect though. And so how I did that was put a box down, glitched the aquarium and then slid the rock underneath it. And then we've got this whole seating area that can go out and it looks over the planet down below. Lots of seating. You have, a whole ass party. Shrunken down light fissures. Capillary shells. Antimatter reactor, the base computer. Absolutely everyone misses this right here. And there's a little walkway that leads to the back. And it goes up these stairs. But I'll show you that in a minute. Just come back in here. I love all of the glass and how you can just see up into everything. Alright, we'll go back up and we'll go into my favorite part of the whole base. But first, I'm going to take a little bio break. I will be back in just a moment. See you on the other side. And we're back. Okay. Alright, so showed you a lot of the other things real quick. My favorite part, as I was saying before, is was this. And it's quite the scene. So I specifically, after I decided that I was going to do this build, I knew I needed to have an EM field generator hotspot. And to find one on top of a volcano took me, I can't even begin to tell you how many hours it took to find a volcano with a hotspot. But I finally did it. It also had all of the other features that I needed. It needed to be really up high. So I could, so it'd be like, the mountaintops on this planet are all really close to the top of the atmosphere. So I wanted the volcano to not just be at the top, but also with the EM hotspot, and it also needed to be in the right area so that you could see all of the planets and the moon on the horizon. And we'll get back up to there in just a minute. But here we go. We've got another point right here, save point. And it merged in some of the new base parts that we got with the most recent update. A lot of the signs, the little servers, we just shrunk them down and stacked them next to each other. Those turned out really nicely. Got some GEC height control panels. And I had to really work with the sizing to get all of this to work together using Drucifer's sphere glitch, and to give this sort of exploding fusion ball of energy in the center of all of these max-sized room projectors. The EM generators are not max-sized. I needed to make them just the right size so that the ends got close to the center, but not exactly the center. And I love the look when the volcano blows. And the sort of lore that I came up with is that this copied your build, Maxi. Right. Uh-huh. Copied your build. Welcome in, Maxi. Thanks for joining. Glad you could make it. So yeah, it took a long time to get all of this to come together with this look. Now we've got all of the structure. And again, like I mentioned before, there's so many different areas that you can look and just have this very interesting, almost kaleidoscopic view to look at. Just everywhere you turn. You can even look down. You can see more of the EM generators down there. And again, when we're talking about stuff that people have missed, those stairs. People always miss the stairs. They don't look down. Most people don't look up. So to get there, we just go right through that generator, that holographic room generator light. And this stairway down here leads to this walkway that I showed you earlier. You just walk right up. There's some more interesting parts down there. And then you can go down the other side, and that leads you to the underbelly walkways. And there's a little area. I'd meant to come back and put a little seating area back here. I just kept forgetting to. And then again we walk down more stairs, and you can come down and just look straight up at everything. It's notorious. I like to think that people enjoy it. I think it's one of my more ambitious builds, and I love how it turned out, for sure. You very distinctly remember telling me about your volcano build, Maxie? You sure about that? Alright, so one of the things, again, when people miss this whole thing down here, they also miss this giant arrow that I've made. Again, with the sort of kaleidoscopic views. Oops, didn't mean to draw the weapon there. And there's an unfortunate thing that happens. So, when you fall down into the volcano, you land in a short-range teleporter, and that drops you to this tiny short-range teleporter here, and that makes you fall into this cuboid room. The unfortunate thing is that you can see when you walk around and go outside is that it despawns the entire volcano. It's just gone. I was really bummed about that. I was going to make this whole fun secret room down here, and it just doesn't have the same effect when you have the whole volcano disappear. So I did at least build a way back up. And I put this little short-range teleporter underneath the floor, so you just pop right up above it when you come out. And so we're back in the lower area, but now it's not as bright because the volcano is dead. But I can still show you. It still has a cool effect. We still get all of this sort of teal glowy, and there's some red and blue kind of blended in. And so we'll go back outside, and I'll show you a little bit more of the upper deck. So again, when we're talking about finding a volcano with an EM hotspot that's at the upper deck of the atmosphere, and so you can see all of the planets and that moon on the horizon. If it only happens when you fall in the volcano make it impossible to fall in the volcano? Well, it was supposed to be a feature to be like a little secret space that people who had never been there before could stumble upon, and it would be a cool thing for them to find. It just had the unfortunate effect of despawning the whole volcano. Um, so it was supposed to be a feature, but now it's bugged. That's quite all right. Spelling is weird on YouTube sometimes. And anytime anyone types. It happens to me all the time. But secret space doesn't work, so preserve the volcano instead. Yeah, I just like to have it as a remnant to be able to show people. All you have to do really is, once you get back up into the build, all you have to do is create a save point and restart, and the volcano comes back. It's just annoying that it doesn't stay intact the whole time. Another fun thing is that this build is so high that your freighter is right there, and you're close enough to see all of your frigates in their natural form and not all blocky. Like it's right there. That's just something that's cool that I like. All right, okay, here we are. And let's see, was there anything? No. Okay, so we'll go in here and we will go to the next place. Go downstairs to the terminus, and we'll go on to the next place. It's so high, Maxie. It's so high that it can't think of another joke. Okay. Okay. We will go to this cave. It's just a fun little cave build on one of those. It's like most of them are murky swamp kind of world, but this one happens to be a paradise version. It never rains. Looks beautiful and has a lot of fun fauna. Welcome in, Piquin. Or Pekin. Is that Pekin? I bet that's Pekin. Welcome in, glad you could join us. Thanks for dropping by. You kind of did something similar? Well, if you, I'd love to see it. If you check the description on this video, there are Discords that you can join up, and you can just join either the No Man's High Discord or my own Discord, Devil's Orbital Platform. And you can join either one of those and drop some screenshots. I'd love to see what you've done. Oh, you did an homage to Portal. How that game is all underground. The despawning kind of works for my theme on that base. Oh, right on. Yeah, that sounds cool. Alright, so in this base, I'm in the middle of building on this one right here. So I arrived on this planet. It was really cool. And then I just randomly decided to bore a hole to see what the caves look like. And most of this is actually how it looked once I got down here. Just this beautiful, lush, like that purple grass, I put that there. That purple and that red, I put that there. All of these ferns were already here. All of these pink flowers and little mushrooms were all here. It's like what the rest of the planet looks like up above, just inside of this cave. Those little lights right there were naturally here. I put the barnacles in and it gives a nice soft glow to the whole thing. There was a mud hut in here, just naturally in here. So I decided to put a couple more. But when I put the other mud huts, it despawned the other one. So I put this mud hut there in its place. And this I'm working on a whole thing that I got stuck on, that I need to think through how I'm going to do it. But if I can pull it off, it's going to be really friggin' cool. So we've got the mud huts going. This one I haven't done anything yet, but it's going to be like a separate room. It might be like a kitchen or a lounge space. That's kind of a top secret. I'm not going to tell what that's going to be yet. And then I've got this area, and we've got what looks like a fireplace, but it's got the base terminus right here, watertight door. We've got the sort of that round circle lights, barnacles, the Atlas statue, igneous rocks, and the fun glitch stack over here. I love how this turned out. The light fissure, chitinous cage, the bulb plant. Yeah, they do, Maxie. The mud huts match in well with the cave wall color. And I color glitched the floors green and the stone archway and the stone short wall. And then I made these fun little, sort of like a gathering of leaders to, sign treaties or whatnot. So we've got a Viking. And right there you can see I've shrunken down an antimatter reactor. But look at the side of it that gives this really cool. Let's get in there with the camera. Get in really close. You can see and love that look. And I don't really remember seeing anyone really build with that piece. It just looks fantastic. And that's got the red color, and you've got gold and silver tones mixed in there. And it's kind of, I sunk it in the back to give it a subtle look that you have to really look closely to see what's going on and what I've done. You're peeling potatoes, Christy? And so I've got one of those lounge chairs almost completely covered, just enough so that you can't really recognize what's going on. And this sign, let's go over. sit down in it. And the base of that sign is like the perfect headrest. Kind of like just fits behind the neck really nicely. Which part is were you talking about being asymmetric, Maxie? All right. So this was fun. We've got the sign rotated around. That's something I learned from APG during one of his streams. If you take that particular sign and you just place it in the air, you can rotate it and just keep adding more to it and just create a spiral right there, just like a perfect circle. You just have to be careful with how you place it. It's a little bit like there's a little space in there, it's a little tighter there, but when you look back, it's really difficult to see those spots because you're just looking at the overall piece. And then I got this purple decal to cover, and so you've got this sort of crescent moon going, that crescent moon vibe. And again, I've covered a lot of that chair to disguise what used to be there. Oh, the Viking headrest. Yeah, the collision is weird. So yeah, I've got 2 of them, and I'm gonna plan on doing, I don't know, I think I've got enough room for 3 more. And then these are all the things that I've got, all the parts that I have laying about as I've been working with everything. And I did a little covering on this chair again to just give it a different look. I love that we have another chair that we can sit in, but I don't like that it's only one color, even though you can go to a ton of different space stations, or at least you could. I don't even know, I don't think this is at any of the new space stations, come to think of it. It is still at the pirate stations though, this chair, and it does come in a variety of colors. So I'm kind of annoyed that we don't have more colors in that. So I made this little almost spiral staircase going up and around. I haven't decided what this deck is going to be right here, but this was a nightmare getting this to all fit in together. I ended up with rails side by side all the way down. Pekin says, I got still a live bite beat propulsion test chair, LOL, recreated GLaDOS. Oh, nice. Nice, yeah. Yeah, put your glyphs in. That would be, I would love to see that base. Alright, so there's that upper deck. And let's come around here. We'll go up. Gotta fix this. It's just sitting in there, right? This has some fantastic creatures. We've got a snoozle going right there. That's what I call him anyway, snoozle. And we've got this ram-headed creature going right there. kind of hard to see. It's a little dark. Let me turn on my flashlight. Really cool green color, those fun horns. Smug little look. But that's not even those aren't even the coolest creatures. Those are kind of fun. We've got these striders down here. Check them out. They're not large, but they are trippy. Red and green. Scoop jaw. Let's see, what else do we have? Got some bone cats. Oh, following me around. And elsewhere, let's see, there are still more creatures. This has some of the coolest creatures all on one planet. Let's see. Oh, here's the other bone cat. This one has the pale blue crystals that fade into that sort of pink color. And then there's two other ones that I want to show off. Where did they go? Oh, excuse me. They're usually down here. Oops. Okay. Oh, there we go. Check them out. Little spheres. Pinballs flying around. Love those. And there's one more. Should be around here. Oh, there they are. Little proto-gex. They are so cool. They got these little round red circles on their backs. Very cool little creatures. Oh, thanks, Pekin. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, there's your glyphs right there. Let's head on back. Got a little landing pad. And we'll head back down underneath. Oh no. Fell under the map for a second. Alright, I need to fix these. Oh man. It's not beaming me to the right place. Come on. There we go. Alright, I need to work on those big time. So, doing some touring, and then where we're going next is to one of my dash test facilities. We're going to go there first. This is Alchemy Lagoon. And so we're going to come check this out. I just want to show around here, and if we have a few minutes, I will check out Pekin's base on the tail end. I'm going to be stopping probably in about a half an hour. I've got uh, my youngest, it's her birthday today. So we're going out to do a special dinner at a local seafood place. So I don't have a whole lot of time. What I might do, Pakeen, is hang on to your chords and do that on my next stream. But here is something I just started working on. And this is at my test facility where I test out new ideas. Here is this kaleidoscope that I put together with those coral pieces. Gives us sort of like a organic flying saucer vibes. Got the chitinous cages, the what do you call it? Those little plants. Can't remember what they're called. And the barnacles. Oh, and then the rock with the little light sphere on top. I meant to use this as sort of this was an experiment for a tunnel to fly through. Thanks, Maxie. I appreciate that. Yeah, 20 years old today. So yeah, this was a fun thing to put together. I kind of got these to go in two different directions. There's glass windows. This was before you could selectively do just this single window right here. That was what I really wanted, and now I can go back and do that. The cool thing about these is that if I want any of them at a base, I can come into Blender, cut it out, and then just move it over to a base. Cave builds can be really fun, Pekin. I've got one that you can, if you join the No Man's Hide Discord, I've got a cave base on one of our community planets there. And they can be really fun, but yeah, as Maxie says, they have unique issues. What they're great with, though, is rendering. You can put a 3K base underground, and you won't have many rendering issues at all because of all the tunnels. Oh, I don't have Discord listed as a command yet, Maxie, but it is in the description of this stream. So this was a blast to put together. This was so much fun, and it is exactly 365 base pieces making this landing pad. So go check that out. Has this magnificent glow, sphere generators in a circle all the way around. Got the race initiators. And it took me a long time to figure out how to space everything in order to still make it so where you could land a ship in here. And when you do put a ship in here, it has a really cool effect. And the way it lights up at night. Like, check that out. Just fantastic. Hey, Inside Vortex. How's it going? Thanks for joining us today. Welcome in. We are currently at one of my dash test facilities, and this is the Alchemy Lagoon, where I test out new ideas. And I was showing off this build over here. We're going to go back over there. This is what I started working on, and I just got into this groove of building and put a ton of work into it. Now I'm going to need to clip it out with Blender and then go put it on another planet, because I really want to build a full base around this idea. And I'm still kind of playing around with what's going to go like on top of these sized up pillars. And this roof was wild coming together. Really, really nice the way it just kind of flows. And so this part right here, though, check this out. Check this out. No one has seen this. You guys are the first ones to see any of this. And up here, there's going to be 8 of these globes, all in the circle. That was what I was working on last night when I stopped. I'll probably work on it some more tonight. Oh, that's where that piece went. That piece is not supposed to be in here. Couldn't find where it had gone to. It placed, but I couldn't figure it out. All right, now I see. So, don't make me check you, Maxie. What's going on? What are you doing, Maxie? Oh, right on, Inside Vortex. You just started a new project the other night. Cool, cool, cool. Can't wait to see it. I know it'll be killer. So yeah, like I love how this is coming together. Got the giant batteries. Look how they merged into those panels. And then we got the green lights. Okay, Christy. Yeah, if you follow, like, all of my commands fit with Enra's. I don't have all of the same ones he does, because some of the links were external to YouTube and I did not have those readily available when I was putting them all in there. But if you think in terms of what Enra's got, then you should be right the majority of the time. So we've got the upside down capillary shells, anemones, the tall antenna flipped upside down underneath the shrunken flaming barrels. So we've got the tiki torches all the way around. I don't like how far away they are from the wall, but that was due to the collision between the capillary shell and the barrel. So I could not get, the antenna could get a lot closer, like half that distance closer, but that was all I could do. So Dead Parrot, this is at my Alchemy Lagoon on the Emerald Dream Planet for No Man's High. This is just something that I started putting together and will eventually become part of another base elsewhere. I'm going to have to take this piece off and move it to whatever base. Yeah, those rogue pieces, Hakeem, can really be a nuisance. I'll actually go in and where was it? There it is. Take that out. But yeah, you're right. Inside Vortex, that was a difficult merge. The bulk of that battery is on the other side, so that's why the roof is so tall to hide all of that. So you can see if I remove this, you can see, and so I had to put, since those are max size batteries, I had to put pill lights on top of the wire snap point and then put a wire on top of that in order to get the batteries to charge. Yeah, you're right, Dead Parrot. It's the same as the High Court and the castle. Yes, definitely visit. While I'm thinking about it. First, let me put this panel back. I need to. What? What do you mean out of range? What the hell are you talking about? Base out of range? Okay, something is glitchy. What the hell? Alright. What I will do is come over here. And I'm going to go ahead and upload because I have not uploaded this yet. It does look kind of like a hut palace. I'm not sure what, it might be some kind of throne room or I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it'll be part of some other base on some other planet. Okay. Alright, okay, so I'm going to come back over here. Do this. And then let's do a reload. So merge a spaceman statue into something and make a hand in carbonite to go in there. I have seen people do that. That would be hilarious, and I know I can do it, and I know the parts that I could use in order to do that. That might be fun. I'll have to think about that, or something similar along those lines. All right, let's see if it's still acting weird on that base. Because it should not be telling me that the base is out of range. You're out of range! Alright, my frame rate is going weird. Ah, there we go. This was interesting getting those. This was all open before, and there's a piece that fits in there. Trying to get something to fill in all of these gaps was interesting. The pillars work nicely and give an interesting vibe to the whole thing. I don't know if I like having these there. The globe gets cut out by being in that wedged in that corner. I think I might try something else. Oh yeah, the ice statue. Yeah, you're right, Dead Parrot. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, say hey to the missus for me. All right. So, we've got enough time to do a little bit more on here, and we'll go into this. We're going to duplicate that, and then we'll hit on the PlayStation 5 controller. I'm on PC, but I'm using a PlayStation 5 controller. We'll hit the triangle and the square together, and we'll get that little picker square, and we'll come over here to this wire, copy that wire, and that'll give us the same size as the globe that's in there. You can freehand that globe, but not in these weird angles like this. Now the hard part is squeezing in to get it into this exact spot. So see how it changes the direction as I flip around that corner. Now I've got to rotate it so that this is as perfectly up and down, straight up and down as I can get it. Takes a little bit of finagling sometimes, and even then it's hard to tell exactly, but it's generally close enough. Sometimes I way overthink it. There we go. And we'll come in and do it again. And we'll just keep doing it all the way around in that circle. And luckily I guessed on the size of that wire. And it just happens to be like the perfect size. Like, I guess I've done this enough that I got really close without just by eyeballing the right size of that. And again, we'll come and do the same thing. Oh, right on. Culinary Zest. Congratulations on that. And welcome in. Glad you could make it. Good to see you again. Wow, that is fantastic, getting accepted into that tech program. Cool, 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 cool. Get some MOA education. Got that right. All right, flip this back around. Try to get it as straight up and down as possible without driving ourselves crazy, trying to get it just perfect. There we go. Copy that. Again, we'll hit that triangle and square button until we get that square picker thing in the middle. Tight squeeze. Might need to delete a part to climb up in there. Alright, I might be able to do it from the underside. Let's see. Alright, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. That's close enough to it anyway. Yeah, look at that. Alright. Just got a few more to do. So yeah, I'll imagine that you're going to be pretty damn busy for a while, Culinary Zest. As Maxie was saying, it's nice knowing you. Oh man. Come on. Okay. Trying to get around those wire snap points can be a pain. Ah, damn it. Fuck. Alright. Alright. I should have put the wire closer to where I needed it instead of way over here. I think I would know better by now. Come on, let's do it. Keeps looking like it's not in the right spot, but I'm pretty sure it's in the right spot. Oh. Oh, there we go. 3 more to go. Yeah, I don't remember where I got the idea for merging the battery into the ceiling. I think I was watching somebody's stream and saw the battery merged into like a countertop or something. And it was while I was working on something else, and then decided that those two great tastes would probably taste great together. There we go. Oh, we got one. Oh, look at that. Fuck yeah, that's turning out pretty cool. All right, let's see if we can get this one more to go. Okay. Okay, come on. Let's get that just the right spot. All right, now what we're gonna do is, oh yeah, that's up here. Gonna make a save point. Those two great tastes will probably taste great together. That's a solid quote there, Maxie. I stole it from you, probably. Yep, that's me. Always stealing from Maxie. Alright, now that we've made the save point, we will go over and do a reload. And what that's going to do, if you're not familiar, that will sync up all of those globes. And that's why we wanted to put them all going in the same direction. So we want the rotational axes to all line up. So it's one solid fluid motion. But before we check that out, just wanted to show you this. So the battery sticks out of the side a little bit. So I made this little thing. There's some buried sodium, tiny sodium lamps in there to give it that glow with the little Atlas statue. It gives this really cool sort of base for that Atlas statue to sit. Exhibit number 1A. Oh, Maxie. All right, so hopefully these all synced up correctly. And what we have as a result, look at that shit. Look at that, what we have right there. Yo, Professor Cynical. Welcome in. You are just in time to catch this little part that I finished. Glad to see you dropping by. I appreciate it. Oh man, this came out amazingly well. And then that with the vibe of the rest of this going on, this is just going to be stellar when it all comes together. I'm going to have to figure out what planet I'm going to move this to. Thanks, Professor Cynical. Thank you, Maxie. Ah, fuck yeah, I love that. Look at all that blue in the center, like an eyeball staring right through your whole friggin' soul. Look at that. Just ripping right through you. Very, very nice. All right. Unfortunately, I am going to. Join us at the Light No Fire challenge. Your builds are there. Oh yeah. I've been checking that out. I saw your post about that, Professor Cynical, and I do want to get involved. I've got a little bit of time in the next week and a half before I am gone for another week and a half to Japan. So I've got a little bit of time, might be able to swing over there and build. That sounds like a blast. I need to. You've got a Discord, right, Professor Cynical? I need to join up with you there. Yeah, we can't wait. We've been planning Japan since before COVID. Super excited. Unfortunately, I need to end the stream right here. It's my daughter's birthday today, and we are going out to dinner, so I've got to go get ready for that. I wish we had more time because we built some nice momentum going in, and but we will connect up again next Tuesday, same time. I generally do 2:30 Pacific on Tuesdays. I might do it earlier again like this time. I'm not sure yet. We'll just see how it plays out. And yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Discord links are in the description as always. Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody.